I'm 3 weeks into my 30 kilogram weight loss challenge, and let me tell you, the real challenges have started to pop up. This is the point where I'd usually give up, but I've decided to push through and build healthy habits that will actually last. If you saw my first video, then you know that I'm on a mission to lose 30 kilograms in 20 weeks. But weeks 2 and 3 weren't about losing weight on the scales, but rather about building the foundation to make this journey sustainable. Kia ora and welcome to my YouTube channel. It is Cook Island Language Week here in New Zealand at the time of filming this video. I am part Cook Island. I'm celebrating with wearing my A. My grandmother was born and raised in the beautiful island of Meitaki in the Cook Islands and moved here when she was just a teenager, and thus started our line. In this episode, I'll show you how I handled finding consistency with my workouts, even when I didn't feel like it, navigating family events and social pressure without giving up, tuning into the body's hunger cues to build a healthier relationship with food, boosting my nutrition with whole foods like fruit juices and vegetables. This video is all about learning to be consistent no matter what life throws at you. Let's get into my real first test. The first habit that I really had to nail down for these past 2 weeks was getting consistent with my movement. My goal was simply to get 8,000 steps in each day, Monday to Saturday, because Sunday's a rest day. I knew if I could stick with that, it would build a solid foundation. I came out hot in week 2. I felt so motivated and pushed myself to hitting over 56,000 steps for that week. That's an average of 9,000 steps a day. And honestly, I was so happy with myself. I felt like I could do anything. But then week 3 hit. The initial burst of energy started to fade. I was feeling a little drained. I didn't get as many steps as the previous week. And for a second, found myself getting discouraged and started comparing my numbers. Then I stopped myself. I looked at the weekly total again and saw I had hit 49,152 steps. That's still well over my 8,000 step goal. For the first time, instead of beating myself up, I chose kindness and celebrated. That was a huge win for me. It shows that this journey isn't about the numbers, it's about building a better relationship with myself. I even had to get creative. On the days that it rained, I did my workouts inside. I just turned on a YouTube walking video and got my steps in right in my living room. There were no excuses. I did get rewards on my walk this week. Because it's winter here in New Zealand, the citrus fruit is blooming. Some of the people here in the neighbourhood share by leaving boxes signed free outside their homes. I collected limes, lemons and grapefruit to enjoy. Building this consistency with my movement was a major step, but it wasn't the only one. The next challenge was tackling my relationship with food. Building consistency with my movement was on par, but the real test came with navigating social events. In the past, if I were on a health challenge or trying to lose weight, I would have just avoided these situations completely. I'll make up excuses and stay home just to protect myself from the temptation. But after taking so much time for recovery, I generally wanted to see my friends and family. I wasn't going to let this journey stop me from living life. In week 2, I visited a friend who was recovering from surgery and we ended up getting fast food. In the moment, it was great to connect, but afterward, I felt a little disappointed in myself. I wished I had prepared better and brought a healthier option to share. It was a good lesson and it showed me that just having good intentions wasn't enough. I needed a plan. So in week 3, when I went to a big family gathering, I was ready. You know how family gatherings are. There's always a mountain of delicious food. All my favorite dishes, both savory and sweet, were on the table. And in the past, I would load up multiple plates with a little bit of everything. This time, I went with a strategy. I brought a salad to share and decided to build my plate around that. Choosing a healthy protein like chicken and mussels, I also pre-planned with my mum to split the dessert with her. I was so happy with myself because I actually stuck to the plan. I had a 0 sugar drink and my plate was full of healthy choices. It was full of as healthy as it could get with the options that were there. Afterward, I felt so satisfied and content and not uncomfortably full. This was a massive win for me and I was so proud. It proved that I don't have to choose between a healthy lifestyle and a social life. With a little preparation and self-control, I could have both. This one really ties in with the next big thing that I worked on, learning to listen to my body and tuning into my hunger cues. For most of my life, I've been a member of the Clean the Plate Club. After a meal, I would eat until every last bite was gone, even if I was already full. But I'm learning that it's okay to push the plate away when I'm content and not stuffed. The most interesting results I found with this is that some nights my breakfast and lunch was so nourishing that I didn't even feel hungry at dinner time. That was a huge and surprising discovery. I've been working on this by using a hunger spectrum. You can find a lot of them online, but I actually created my own and it has been a game changer. It's all about collecting your mind and your body with the food that you eat and is incredibly powerful. The spectrum has a simple rule: eat when you're hungry. This is a level 3, and stop when you're content, which is a level 7. When I was eating, I try to stop everything else. No TV, no phone, and just focus on the food. I taste every bite and really tune into how my body was feeling. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't do this every single day, but on the days that I was able to do it, I felt so accomplished. It's more than just a diet, it's a new way of being with food. If you wanna try it for yourself, I've made my hunger spectrum available for free. Just click the link in the description below. So the final piece of the puzzle from week 2 and 3 was what I was putting in my body. Aside from making sure that I was eating quality greens and protein, I decided to start microdosing nutrition every morning with 2 new habits. The first is my daily infused water. I keep a big jar of it ready in the fridge so I can start hydrating the moment I wake up. I simply add fresh lemon or lime, some ginger, a pinch of turmeric, black pepper, salt, cinnamon, and cayenne pepper. It's a quick, easy way to start my day and get a bunch of nutrients in my system and hydrate. The second thing I did was I made a big batch of green juice to last for 2 weeks. So all I had to do was grab a quick shot at the end of breakfast most mornings. It was full of celery, carrot, kale, and a zing of lemon, lime, ginger, and apple. This has been a fantastic way to get a huge dose of vitamins, minerals, and micronutrients every single day. Both of these habits were so easy to stick to. They're not big, intimidating changes. They're just small, consistent steps that are making a huge difference in how I feel. All right, after the consistent movement, mindful eating, and navigating social events, it's time for the moment of truth, my week 3 weigh-in. I am so incredibly happy to report that after 3 weeks, I'm officially down 5.1 kilograms. That's a huge win, and it proves that all the small changes that I'm making are adding up. So hitting the first 5 kilogram milestone was a huge win for me, and I wanted to reward myself with not food. Yeah, I created a reward sheet for every 5 kilograms that I lose. So my first reward that I had put down was something small and simple, but something that made me so happy. My car's been neglected for such a long time, and I decided to give her a wash. It was such a great feeling, and let's be honest, if I hadn't have this on my reward sheet, then she'd probably just still be sitting there neglected. Her name is Jenny. It's the small acts of self-care that feel like the biggest wins. I'm already looking forward to my next reward, which is a head spa. So that's a wrap of week 2 and 3 to this challenge. We're thriving, we're motivated, and we're officially down over 5 kilograms. If you're on a similar journey, let me know in the comments below. And please hit the like button if you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe to follow the progress over the next few weeks. In the next episode, I'll be sharing my biopsy results and my health plan moving forward, so you won't want to miss that. Thanks for joining me on this journey. Thrive with me and do something today that gives you a sense of thriving. Bye for now. That's a wrap. Oh, it's so warm out here. We've got daffodils in the garden.